Hey guys, and welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to share with you my everyday makeup routine. So I want to say I have two different makeup routines. I either have one that is like 5 to 10 minutes, super quick, out the door, just looking a little bit better. And then I also have one routine that is if I'm doing something like going out, eating with my boyfriend, having a little bit of extra time to do my makeup, but I don't want to do anything crazy fancy. I just want to do something quick, but still look a little bit glammed up. Those are like my two different makeup routines. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more glammed up version. But if you guys want me to do more of a simple everyday makeup look that is super quick, perfect for school and work, I can definitely do that as well. So vote on the little vote thing up here. I don't know which side it is on, I can never remember. But just vote on that little thing to let me know if you want me to do more of a super simple everyday makeup. But for today, I'm going to do a little bit more glammed up version. But still, it's super simple and you can definitely do this for school and work. So if you want to see my everyday makeup routine, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start off with the Loccitane Ultra Matte Fluid. So this is, I don't know if it's a primer, if it's a skincare product. It's basically something in between if you have oily skin. This is perfect to use before your makeup, so your makeup doesn't go on like greasy. On a normal day, I have makeup on for like at least over 8 hours if I'm doing a lot of stuff. I don't want to look like a grease ball in the end of the day, so using this product first helps so much. So if you have oily skin, you have to check this product out. Then I go in with a BB cream. This is the Garnier BB Cream. This is the long skinny tube with the combination to oily skin. I feel like I always have to say this because the regular one that is like a little bit smaller and more chubby, that one I don't like at all. It's way too greasy. But the one for combination to oily skin is amazing. I think this might be a little bit too light, so I'm not sure if I have to mix in something else, but we will see. Like I always apply this like this. I know it looks so weird, but it's just so quick and it's just my way of applying this foundation. And then I think it might be a little bit too light, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation. And I know this is heavy duty and I hate that it leaks. Can you see that? When it looks like this, it looks so nice, but when I open it, this happens. I'm just going to use this only because this is a little bit darker, just so it doesn't look like I have a white face. Yeah, so I think that color matches pretty darn nice. So now I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I'm just going to be using the Naked Skin from Urban Decay. This is my go-to. I use it underneath my eyes like this. Like this is so simple, but I just always like to drag my concealer out a little bit. It can look a little bit heavy. I like it, and it never really looks cakey once I have blended it in to my skin. Always like to take a little bit down my nose because it kind of slims my nose a little bit. Lighten a little bit between my brows, a little bit on my chin, a little bit around my nose as well, because normally we're a little bit extra red around the nose. Then I'm just going to go in with a beauty blender. This is the Black Pro Beauty Blender. And now I don't think I have anything more to cover. If I have something, it's definitely nothing crazy, and for an everyday look, I don't want to look like I have a mask on. So for me, this is enough. Sometimes I also like to go in with a little bit of like highlighting concealer. I can just do it just to show you guys. So this is the YSL Touche Eclat. So I'm just going to use this on the tops of my cheekbones. I really like this stuff because it just brightens my face a little bit. This one doesn't add any coverage or anything. It kind of just like creates like a nice radiant glow. And it blends in so easy, so this takes like no time. Then I like to go in with my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I love this thing. It's been like my new favorite. So what I'm going to do with my beauty blender is that I'm just going to dab it underneath my eyes so it prevents everything from creasing. It also makes the concealer last longer and even look more flawless. That is basically the only place that I like to, you know, bake. For the rest of my skin, I just like to use regular powder. I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is a classic powder that probably everyone has heard about, but this is my favorite powder. This one really mattifies my oily skin, and I've never tried a better powder. If you guys have like a powder recommendation, like for a good mattifying powder, let me know, because I've never tried anything better than this stuff, and I want to try more. For bronzer, I'm using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is my all-time favorite bronzer. I use it all the time, and it's like my favorite, like out of all of my high-end bronzers. out of my drugstore ones. This is just the best one. First of all, it smells amazing. It smells like this summer vacation, like coconuts and pina coladas, and ugh, it just smells so good. And I love the color of this because I find that I don't like to use too dark bronzers. I have to use so little of them. I like that I can just like swirl this really nice over, like all over my skin, but I still look bronzed up. And this is like the most blendable, like easy to blend bronzer I've ever used. Don't forget to drag it down your neck. Also don't forget your ears. And if you have your hair up in a ponytail, I always like to do this a little bit back here. And if you want to be a little bit more like precise right where the cheekbones are, I'm just going to go in with more of a precise brush like this and just add a tiny bit more just right here. For blush, I'm using MAC Gingerly blush. Putting this on, this is a very easy to use everyday blush, so you can pretty much just pile on a lot and it won't look like too much. And then I just like to go in with like a big fluffy brush just to blend everything together so there is no like harsh edges. What I'm going to do in my eyes are super simple, but I think I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit closer what I'm going to do. So for eyeshadow primer, I'm using the Youngblood Super Dirty and Used. I use this all the time. This is their Stay Put Eye Primer. And I feel like this is just like a little bit of a drier version of MAC Painterly or Soft Ochre Paint Pot, which I find to be a positive thing. It isn't as like slippery. Then I'm just going to use my Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette and also include some highlighters. So I did a full video on this. If you want to see that video, I can of course link it on the screen right now so you guys can see like swatches of all of the colors, what I think about it. So what I'd just like to start with is this very nice like light beige color. I love that because it is just a little bit lighter than my skin. Then I'm just gonna go in with this shade, which is the color right here. They don't have any names, but it kind of looks like peach smoothie from Makeup Geek, so if you have that one, use that one. I totally recommend it. Like, this is $19, I think, or $20. I just can't believe how they got this good of a quality on their products, and to have it in that low of a price tag, that's amazing. For an everyday makeup, I just go in very lightly. If you have good brushes, they will do the job for you. Then I just always like to go in with a little bit of a darker brown. I'm going to go in with this one on a little bit of a smaller blending brush. This is 217 from MAC, just to define the crease a little bit more. Then for just a little bit of extra like pop of a glow. It's almost summer now, so we want a little bit of extra like glow and oomph to the look, so I'm gonna go in with oh my god, I can't talk. So I'm gonna go in with one of the more like shimmery shades. Which one should I use? I think we're gonna go in with this one. Of course, gonna spray my brush so it is super intense, and just apply a little bit on the eye. And for the inner corners, I'm going to use the more white one right here. I'm going to use a small brush and just use it right in my tear duct. You guys, I forgot to do my brows. Oh my god, I have to do my brows right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to do more of a natural brow. But I think I'm going to use the Zoeva Graphic Brow Pencil. This is in a light colors called Amos. And then I'm just going to go in with the Brow Artist Plumper from L'Oreal and just set my brows. This is so important. It kind of just like adds a little bit of texture to my brow hairs. So now that my brows and my eyeshadow is done, I'm going to go in with mascara, and I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara and just a random lash curler. Then I'm going to go in with the MAC Studio Chromographic eyeliner. This is in the NC15, NC20. And I'm just going to use this in my waterline just to brighten up my look. I feel like this little step just cleans up the whole look and it makes me look more awake, and I love using liners like this. It helps so much. So now it is time for lashes, and on a day-to-day I do not use lashes, but today I just want to use them, and I do like to do it if I want to do a little bit more of a like natural glam. And I'm going to go in with Duff lashes in the style Sasha Fairs. I love them. They're just perfect for every day, but you can also use them for a night out, so I love them. So now I got the lashes on, which you can see they're really natural, very simple everyday lashes, and I love them so much. So for lip liner, I'm going to use Urban Decay's Stark Naked lip liner. For lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline matte lipstick in the color Beige Babe. This is my all-time favorite lipstick now. I am obsessed with the color. Then I switch between having matte lips and glossy lips. I kind of like it with a matte, but I want to show you guys the lip gloss that I always use. This is the Marc Jacobs Sugar lip gloss. I use this all the time. This is my favorite lip gloss. Ah, love it. And then I can see that I forgot highlights, so of course we have to add some highlight. I'm going to use the Carli Bybel palette. And I am going to be using this shade, which is also the shade that I use on my eyelid. I'm just spraying my brush with some all-nighter from Urban Decay, putting it into the palette, and it's time to strobe. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that is... How do they do it? I don't understand. Yes. A little bit down my nose, the tip of my nose, a little bit on my cupid's bow, and then just a soft layer of like what's left on the brush, just on my forehead right here. This just made the look 10 times better. Then I'm just gonna finish everything off with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, because of course you want your makeup to last all day. So that is it for my everyday makeup look. I use this makeup look so often. So whenever I use this, I always get so many questions like, which products are you using? And I know lately I've done a lot of like first impression video, full face of first impression. So I use like new products. So today I just want to share with you guys the products that I actually use every day and not just new products all the time. So these are just like my staples that I always have with me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.